I'm doing this kind of an unboxing after a very long time. This is called a super chill unboxing. Basically, you can sit back, relax, watch the unboxing of this smartphone and you will get the best experience, like a super chill experience. Now today I'm going to unbox this smartphone, the Realme GT 60. Today is Monday the 20th of May and this smartphone is launching on Wednesday, that is 22nd of May. You guys will see this video after the launch, so I only have a couple of days. That's why I thought let's do a super chill unboxing and my initial impressions. The full review of this smartphone will come later, maybe after a month or so, because I want to do thorough testing of this smartphone. I don't want to rush the review. But as the embargo is lifting, I wanted to post some content and that's going to be the super chill unboxing. So yeah, sit back, relax and have a cup of chai. So as you can see, this is the box of the Realme GT 60 and it is in this black color. Normally Realme smartphones come in a yellow color box, but this time it's a black color. So this indicates that this is a more premium smartphone. It is standing out in terms of the box color as well. Now let me quickly remove this plastic covering. They've not given a pull tab over here. They should give a pull tab because that makes things very easy. But now I'll have to use something to, remove this plastic. Maybe I can do it by hand or I'll use this pen over here. Let's use this pen. I need to buy an unboxing knife again, man. Yeah, nice. The pen came in handy. All right. So the outer covering has been removed. Now as you see on the box, Realme GT 60 and the word AI over here. So the word AI is very prominent and I think this is going to be a trend in 2024. Every smartphone is going to have the word AI somewhere or the other, and in every launch we are going to hear a lot about all the AI features that you are going to get inside smartphones. So yeah, be prepared for that. Now as you can see, there are some specifications written on the back. First up, Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 chipset. This is one of the major highlights. Then it also has a 6000 nit ultra bright display. I mean 6000 nit, that is just crazy. Then there is iceberg vapor cooling and 120 watt super wok charge. Now I've got the fluid silver color over here, and what is the storage? Yeah, it's 12 GB RAM and 512 GB storage. Now that is interesting. I think this is the top variant. I'm not so sure. I will update about all the variants in the description box below, along with the pricing as well. I don't know the price of this smartphone, but on the box it's written rupees 41,999. Now that is an insane pricing. I don't think it's going to launch for 41,999. My guess is going to be somewhere around 30,000 rupees, including all the offers, maybe a little more as well. Let's see. But now let's go ahead and remove this, sticker so that we can get inside the box. Sticker has come off. I think we have to use the pen again. And done. All right, time to open up the box. Here we go. Let me have a sip of my chai first. Alright, first up inside we get this little sleeve, make it real. Okay, I will make it real. And then, hey, welcome to the Realme family. Let's open up this sleeve. Inside over here, we have this plastic covering, some stickers. I don't know what these stickers are. Some paperwork, the SIM card ejector tool. Now that is a very important thing. And this case. Now this is a very good case. It's not a normal plastic case. So yeah, a good quality case. I'm going to remove the sticker of the case as well. We'll put it over here. Now I'm going to put everything aside and let's see what else do we get inside the box. So these things will go here. Let me pick up my chai. Chai will go here. Now the next thing inside the box is the smartphone itself. Now we will get to this in just a bit. Let's see what else do we get inside the box. Alright, here we go. This is the 120 watt adapter, the brick, and it is a type A brick. Now that is something I don't like. I wish that this would be type C because all my other chargers are type C to type C. Very few of them are type A to type C. So I feel that brand should now just give type C to type C because that would be the best experience, because I have a lot of type C to type C cables lying around and not a lot of type A to type C cables. I hope you get my point. But yeah, this is a 120 watt adapter inside the box. Then we have the charging cable. Now as I said, this is type A to type C, so I will keep this aside as well. Let's close up the box. And now it's time to get to the smartphone. Should we remove the plastic covering? Oh, it's not a plastic covering, it's like a paper covering, but whatever. Should we remove it? Because that sound is what you are here for, like that unboxing sound. Let's go. Oh, it got stuck. Yeah, nice. Next up is the IMEI sticker. Let's remove this as well, and you should remove it from your smartphones as well. Don't keep the IMEI sticker on the back. I've seen a lot of people, have their IMEI sticker here, and then above that they put a transparent case. So don't do that. Remove the IMEI sticker and stick it in a safe place. Alright, here we go. This is the Realme GT 60, and my initial impressions about this smartphone are that it's very lightweight, first of all, very comfortable, and this color is superb. Now the back panel, I think it feels plastic. It doesn't feel like glass. I will still confirm about that and let you know in the first pin comment. But yeah, as long as the feeling goes, it feels a little on the cheaper side and not the premium side. Let me quickly check the frame, then I will get to know. The frame does not have any antenna lines. That means the frame is plastic as well. So it's not a metal frame. It is a plastic frame. And I think it's a plastic back as well. So that is not something that I was expecting, but yeah, that is what you get. Now the placement of the camera module looks absolutely amazing, and this dual tone also looks really good. But one thing that I found weird is that this part, the flash is completely flush, but the cameras protrude a lot, and I feel that it won't, it will wobble on the table. Yes, it is wobbling on the table. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Now while it is switching on, let me quickly give you a physical overview. So on the top over here, we have a couple of microphones or speaker and the IR blaster. On the side, we have the volume rocker and the power button. On the bottom, there is the Type-C port, the SIM card tray, primary speaker and another microphone, I am guessing. And on the left side, we have nothing. It is completely empty. It says hello. Let's go ahead and set it up. English, next, India, continue. Yeah, till then we can try on this case. Like I have not tried this case on. Yeah, that is pending. Let's just put this case. Oh, it looks very nice with the case actually, and I think I'm going to use this case with this smartphone. I like the silver color. I'm not going to lie, the silver color looks absolutely stunning, and yeah, but I think it's going to attract a lot of fingerprints. Already it has a lot of fingerprints, so yeah, I'm going to use the case with this smartphone, at least for the first few days. Yes, I want to set a fingerprint. So this has an in-display fingerprint sensor, and let's set it up properly. And this is what I do while I set up. I set up both my fingers, like both my thumbs. The right is done. Now I'll set up the left one, and they do work really well with most of the smartphones. So let's see if it works well with this one as well. Like set up both the fingerprints in one go itself. That is the best experience. Face unlock, yes, I want to set up that as well. Continue. Oh, done. That was super quick, man. Okay, here we go. The main part. Auto update overnight. That's okay. Glance for Realme. I don't want that. Yeah, turn off. Global search. I don't want that as well. Quick connect. Nope. VDC service. VDC service is a capability framework that is used to convert nearby devices into virtual hardware resources for the central device. Nope. I don't want that. User experience program. Nope. System stability improvement program. Nope. I think these are all unnecessary and you should not turn them on. Just turn them off. Then let's click next. Screen display default. Okay, continue. Buttons or gestures. I think I want gestures. Realme UI. Get started. Now let's see what amount of bloatware do we get with this smartphone. Ooh, it looks clean. It looks very clean. Damn, that is interesting. Let me quickly open up the app drawer. And there is not a lot of bloatware, I think. So yeah, you don't get a lot of bloatware with this smartphone, which is super interesting. It feels very clean as compared to previous Realme devices. So yeah, it does feel clean. Now let me quickly go and check the Android version. So settings, we'll navigate to about device, Realme UI 5.0. Okay, Android 14, I just saw that, but still we'll go to Android version and click over here. It is Android 14 out of the box. Now that is something that I appreciate, and Realme has been doing a very good job in terms of their software lately, and that is clearly reflected in this smartphone as well. So yeah, that is appreciated. And the security update is 5th April 2024. Now there is one annoying thing over here. Whenever I swipe down from the home screen, it will first of all tell me to agree and continue. Okay, I'll agree and continue. So this is some kind of search that I do not like, so I have to switch it off manually. So I'll go into settings, and then I'll go into home screen and lock screen. Swipe down on home screen, global search. Nope, I want the notification drawer. Yeah, I don't want the search because that search is unnecessary. It does come in iPhones as well, and I feel iPhone search is way better as compared to all these searches, because that is spotlight search and that is actually useful. This one is not that useful, I feel. Now I'm going to finish up setting this smartphone, and I also want to test out the cameras. So for that, I will meet you outdoors. Alright, I'm out here in the open with the Realme GT 60, and I just realized that this smartphone looks a lot like the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus, especially with the placement of the camera module and this case as well. Like both of these smartphones are very similar in terms of their looks. But anyway, I am here to click a couple of photos with the Realme GT 60 and test out the camera. These will only be my initial impressions. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so it's the second day with the Realme GT 60. I have set it up properly, clicked a lot of photos and videos with this smartphone, and finally I formed my initial impressions about this smartphone. First and foremost, I want to talk about the display. This display is insanely bright and it also has an extra brightness setting. So basically you can go into the display setting and turn on that extra brightness. If you're in direct sunny conditions or whatever and you want extra brightness, you will get that. The display quality is top notch. It is super smooth as well. The refresh rate is working really well. That is 120 Hz. And the performance of the smartphone has also been smooth. I've not faced any major hiccups whatsoever. It does feel like a very smooth experience, and the software is clean as well. I said that in the unboxing as well, that the software is clean. There is not a lot of bloatware. There are some pre-installed applications, but nothing vulgar, and I've not seen any ads too. So that is a good start. I did talk about this to the Realme team. I asked them, like, have they cleaned up the software? And they said yes, they have cleaned up the software. So that is always appreciated. Now, what about the photos? As far as my initial impressions go, they are positive. This smartphone is clicking good photos. There's just a couple of points that I mentioned. First up is that in portrait mode, by default smoothing is on, so your skin will be super smooth when you click portrait photos. I had to turn that off because I like a more natural look. And second thing is that the photos are kind of inconsistent in terms of white balance. Sometimes the white balance is on point and sometimes it is not on point. Like the photo will either turn out to be warm or cool, or it will have some sort of tint. So I feel that white balance is something that they should improve via software updates. Alright, this is a very quick front camera video test with the Realme GT 60. You guys let me know what do you feel about the video quality as well as the microphone quality of this device in the comment section down below. Yes, the audio that you are hearing is coming straight from the Realme GT 60. Now, it can shoot up to 4K at 30 FPS, so that is excellent. It doesn't skip on 4K recording from the front camera. That is really appreciated. Now, this is a very quick 4K 30 FPS rear camera sample. It can shoot up to 4K at 60 FPS from the rear camera, but yeah, this is at 4K 30 because my entire video is at 4K 30. Let me just quickly walk around so that you can see the stabilization. I am walking. Let's run a little bit. And let's see who is there on the road. No one. One car passed by. So it's going to be super interesting to test out this smartphone in detail. As I said, my review will be coming after a month or so because I don't want to rush that. And yeah, just to give you a quick reference about performance, here is a screenshot of Geekbench. Basically, now you have a reference point about the performance of this smartphone. Now, I want to give a quick disclaimer over here that this unit has been provided by Realme before the launch, but they've not seen this video and they've not sponsored this video. This video will be seen by Realme as and when you guys see. So yeah, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, then let me know about that in the comment section down below. If you liked what you saw, then please consider subscribing to the channel because I keep making such videos. My name is Harsh Punjabi and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.